Okay, feet parallel, hip width apart, soft bend in the knees. Let's take a big inhale. Fingertips to the sky, grow tall. Relax the shoulders out of the ears. Let's grab the left hand and the right wrist. Stretch up and over to the right. Inhale back to center. Switch hands, stretch up and over to the left. We'll inhale back to center, turn the palms away, press the arms out and down. Inhale as the hands come to the hips. Exhale, nod chin to chest and melt it down. Let everything hang heavy at the bottom. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. While we're there, let's bend one knee and then the other, pedaling our legs out. Feel that stretch through the back body, through the low back, the hamstrings. One more time to each side. Let's come back to center with an inhale, soften the knees, scoop the abs, slowly roll it up, restacking the spine one piece at a time. Head flaps to come up. When it does, let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down again, and keep them there. So we're going to grab our squishy ball, and we're going to put it between the inner thighs. The squishy ball just above the knees, between the inner thighs. Feet are parallel. Hip width apart, or maybe a little bit wider, so that we're comfortable with this ball. Arms are long, shoulders relaxed, and we're going to start with that squat. So weight heavy in the heels. Let's sit it back and stand up. As we stand up, press those arms behind us, get a little bit of chest expansion. Belly button pulling up and in. Keep weight heavy in the heels. And pressing through the heels, pressing through the glutes. In this ball, we have a gentle squeeze just to keep those legs in parallel. And we've got 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now let's sit it down, hold it down. Relax the shoulders and little pulses. And pulse, and pulse. And 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, sit it right back down, hold it. Squeeze the ball, and squeeze. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up one more time. Sit it down, hold it. Lift the heels and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 3, 2, 1. And all the way back up. Shake those legs out. Okay, we're going to turn to face our mat. Ball stays where it is. And we're going to roll it down. So let's take a big inhale. Exhale, nod chin to chest. And melt the spine down. Let those hands find the mat. Soften the knees if we need to. Walk the hands out. Let the knees come down. So knees are under hips, hands are under shoulders. And let's give ourselves a couple of cat cows. Exhale, spine to the ceiling like an angry cat. Inhale through center. Exhale, tailbone to the ceiling, belly button to the mat like a happy cow. Inhale through center, exhale, find that angry cat. Inhale through center, exhale, find that happy cow. Take neck in line with the rest of the spine here. One more of each. And we'll come back to center. Maybe wag the tail like happy puppy. Let's curl those toes under. Think strong through the shoulders. Gentle squeeze on that ball. We're just going to lift the knees to hover. And hold it there. And 3, 2, 1, and lower. Now check in as we do these hovers that we're protracting the shoulder blades. We're not letting the shoulder blades squeeze together. We're not sagging into the shoulders. Really pressing the spine to the ceiling, pulling the shoulder blades apart. So let's lift the knees to hover. And just hold it. And breathe. Belly button pulling in. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's set it down. One more time. Lift the knees to hover. Hold that there. Feel that work through the entire body. We're just warming up. Get everything started working. Everything awake. And 3, 2, 1. And set it down. Stretch it back. Find a child's pose. We're going to come into that 4-point kneeling position again. Toes are curled under. And we're just going to stretch forward into the wrists and stretch it back into the shoulders. And forward into the wrists, and back into the shoulders. And let's do 2 more like that. Loosening up those wrists. We're going to do all these planks. One more. And you just thought, wait, what do you mean all these planks? What's better on a Wednesday? Let's come back into that 4-point kneeling position. Now we're going to add on to our cat cup. We're going to exhale, bring the spine to the ceiling, lift the knees to hover, come into a flat back, and then set the knees down. Let's do 5 more of those. Round through the spine, hover the knees, flat back, and set the knees down. 3 more. Round through the spine, lift the knees, come into that neutral spine, and lower. 2 more. Round through the spine, lift the knees, neutral spine, and lower. Last one. Angry cat, hover, neutral spine, and lower. And then stretch it back. We're going to take the ball out and roll over so we're seated on the mat. Knees are bent, feet are flat, and ball rolling. Now wedge the ball just behind the tailbone. So think length through the spine here. We're not going to see her. Arms are long, shoulders out of the ears. Feet are flat on that mat. We're going to inhale, hinge back at the hips. Exhale, right back up. And hinging back only as far as feels good for you. And we're not going back so far that we arch through the low back. So we're not rounding over the ball. I want to maintain that flat back. This ball is here to provide some support for the low back. Help us prevent having to arch. And also it's taking the work out of the hip flexors. So that way we're really engaging the core, engaging those transverse abdominals, that deepest layer of abdominal muscle, rather than using the hip flexors to help. We've got 2 more. Think belly button really pulling in. Last one, hinge it back, hold it, and we're going to take fingertips to the sky and right back down. Fingertips to the sky and right back down. And we've got 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. And sit up tall. So we should have felt some shaking there in the abs. So arms are long, shoulders out of the ears. Readjust the ball if you need to. We're going to hinge it back, hold it. Now we open the arms to a T and close. And T and close. We should really feel that corset sensation now. Wrapping around through the core. Tightening everything up, pulling everything toward the center of the body. And let's do 4 more, maybe a little bit more shaking, maybe like a 4.0 earthquake. 2 more. Last one. And then sit up tall. So a ball should really take the work out of the low back. If you're feeling the low back, wedge the ball deeper. Provide yourself with more support. Last set, we're going to hinge it back, hold it. Open the right arm, look to the right. Back to center. Left arm, look to the left. And center. And right. And left. So think about here as we're rotating, where that rotation comes from. It comes from the center of the body. It doesn't come from the hips. So really focus on keeping the weight even in both hips and not letting those hips rock side to side. Think pelvic stability here. And let's do 1 more to each side because they feel good. And back to center. And then we'll sit up tall. Bring the soles of our feet together, round forward over our toes. We're going to take the ball out. Put it between the inner thighs. Arms out long. Take a big inhale there. Exhale, scoop the abs and roll it back. Let's bring the arms along by the side. Heels move closer to the booty. And let's start with some pelvic tucks and tilts. Exhale, imprint the low back. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, neutral. We're going to do 3 more. And 2. We movement through the lumbar spine, not lifting the hips yet. Last one. Now we're going to scoop our abs, tuck the pelvis, peel the hips up. Squeeze that ball at the top. Take a big inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Checking in, arms are long by our side, wrists are flat, so we tend to kind of bring those wrists up, really press them down into the mat. Exhale to peel it up, squeeze the ball at the top. Inhale there, exhale to roll it down. So don't forget that squeeze at the top. Warming up the inner thighs. Peel it up, squeeze tighter, and exhale, roll it down. Knees pressing forward over the ankles. Back activating the hamstrings. Belly button pulling in, so we're protecting the low back. And each time we roll down, we're focused on trying to find more mobility. Can we get each vertebra to touch the mat before the next? You know, it's hard sometimes to get to that lumbar spine. End up with that little space. Let's do one more. We're going to peel it up, hold it up. Squeeze that ball tight, hold it tight. Hinge at the hips. Tap the tailbone to the mat. Squeeze tighter as we lift. If I want to challenge ourselves a little bit, we can bring fingertips to the ceiling. Each time we lift and squeeze tighter, we should really feel glutes and hamstrings working. And we've got 5. And 4. 3. 2. The last one, squeeze and lift, hold it there. Take a big inhale, exhale, slowly roll it down. Tailbone's last to come down. When it does, hug our knees. Rock side to side, round out the low back. We're going to use our exhale, roll it all the way up to seated. Let's take the ball out, put it right behind our mid back. We're going to roll back onto that ball. So the ball is right about the bra strap, maybe a little bit lower. We're going to bring the arms to goal post arms and round back over this ball if it feels okay. So think about the opening we're getting through the chest. You need to support the head here, you can. Remember, if this doesn't feel good for your body, don't do it. Big inhale here, opening that chest. Exhale, pulling the belly button in. One more time. Big inhale. And exhale. We're going to roll it up. Let's bring the hands behind the head. So we're resting on this ball. Head heavy in the hands. Elbows are wide. We can just see our elbows in our peripheral vision. We're going to inhale back over the ball and exhale to lift. Now think as we lift, we're not really lifting up the ball so it can roll away. We're pressing into the ball, kind of pressing it away from us, if that makes sense. Like if you were to squeeze the ice cream out of one side of an ice cream sandwich. And we've got 4. By the way, it looks like it's going to be a nice day. It would be a perfect day for an ice cream sandwich. And 3. 2. Last one, lift and hold. Hold it there. Let's bring the right leg to tabletop, set it down. And then the left, and set it down. And right, just marching, holding this a little bit of lift. And left. And 2 more, right. And left. Think about those float dumbbells helping to lift the leg. 1 more, right. And left. And then round back over the ball if that feels nice. Okay, we're going to do 1 more set here. Our next exhale, lift the head, hands behind the head, elbows wide. We're going to lift the chest and lower. And lift. And lower. And just 4 more. And 3. Your upright dumbbells, we'll use that exhale. 2. Last one, lift and hold. Now we're going to rotate to the right and then the left. So that ball is going to rotate this time, and that's fine. Feel it kind of move back and forth between the shoulder blades. Right? And left. And warm it through the obliques. Right? And left. 2 more. Right. Left. Right. Left. Back to center. And round back over the ball. If that feels good. We should go a nice stretch now. Get through the core. Big inhale there. With our exhale, we're going to roll it up to seated. And grab that ball. The ball is back between the inner thighs. Do another set of bridging. Arms are long. Inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll down. Okay, fingertips to the ceiling is more challenging. Arms long by our side is going to be nicer. So you choose where you need to be this one. Let's exhale, scoop our abs, peel the hips up. Find that high bridge, adjust where the feet are if you need to. We're going to focus on really keeping that ball stable. So we don't want to lift our head and look down at the ball. We can kind of see it if we kind of just glance toward our knees. So don't let that ball move. We maintain a gentle squeeze. We're going to extend the right leg, bring it back, and then the left, and bring it back. Try to keep that ball as quiet as possible, right? And left. So the more the ball is moving, the more our hips are moving. If it's nicer for you, bring the arms down. That provides a little bit more support. And left. 1 more time to each side. Right,
left. Now we're going to extend the right leg, hold it, squeeze the ball, squeeze, squeeze, 2, 1, foot finds the floor. Extend the left leg and squeeze, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, foot finds the floor. Inhale, lift an inch higher. Exhale, slowly roll down. Tailbones last to come down. Let's hug the knees. Rock side to side, round out the low back. Let's move that ball so it's between our ankles. Elbows are wide. We're going to nod that chin to the chest. Hold up like a little ball. Let's do some rolling like a ball. Get that nice massage through the spine. Keep the elbows wide, activate the biceps. When we exhale, roll it up. Find the balance point on our sits bones. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it back. Exhale, bigger, roll it up. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it back. Exhale, bigger, roll it up. Think about here as we roll back. We never roll into the neck, into the cervical spine. So you feel that roll back stop right at the shoulder blades. Always finding that balance as we come up. Next time we come up, hold it there. Extend the arms and legs. Squeeze the ball. 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees. Roll it back. Exhale, roll it up. Extend the legs and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hug the knees. Roll it back. Exhale, roll it up. Extend the legs. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hug the knees. Roll it back. Roll it up. We're looking good. 2 more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hug the knees. Roll it back. Roll it up. 1 more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hug the knees. Roll it back. Roll it up. Let the soles of the feet find each other. Round forward over the toes. And let's sit up tall. Let's bring those legs to a straddle. We're going to off my mat a little bit. Ball is in front of us. Keep the feet flexed. We're just going to roll the ball away. Really stretching forward here. Stretching through the inner thighs through the low back. And then inhale, roll it back. So exhale, roll it away. Pull the belly button behind us. Feel almost like if somebody had, say, a scarf around your waist. They're pulling that back as we round forward. And exhale, round it forward. Reach those arms long. Inhale, roll it back. Really focus on keeping the feet flexed if we can. 1 more time. Round it forward. And round it up. And we're sitting tall. Okay. Let's take that ball and put our ankles on the ball. So that's the ankles on the ball, or heels, legs squeezing tight together. Fingertips to the sky. Let's do those roll-ups. Inhale, nod chin to chest. Exhale, roll it up as we roll up, reach for our toes. Inhale there. Exhale, slowly roll it up. Remembering that the work comes from the roll down, so we're not just letting ourselves fall. We inhale, nod chin to chest. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it back. So we're trying to keep the heels pressing into this ball, not letting them lift. If we need a little bit more momentum, we can always start with the hands behind us. And then nod chin to chest and roll it up. So that roll up really comes from the breath. We need that big exhale to roll up. And if we're having trouble coming all the way up, if we're not able to let past the chest lift, that's fine. You can always stay with that chest lift. Or you can take a small hand towel, roll it up and put it behind your low back. So right behind that lumbar spine. That little space we have when we're laying down. And that sometimes provides just enough support to roll it up. And let's do 1 more. And all the way back down. Okay, we're going to keep the right heel on the ball. And we're going to bring the left leg to tabletop. So right heel on the ball, left leg to tabletop. Fingertips to the ceiling. Okay, now as we roll up, this is going to be almost more of a teaser up. So we're going to keep the right leg down. It's kind of a single leg teaser. Here we go. Inhale, nod chin to chest. Exhale, roll up, reach for the ankle, and then roll it down. We're going to keep that right ankle pressing into the ball. Let's do it again. And roll it up, reach for the ankle, and roll it down. Let's do 3 more on this side. And 2. Control that roll down. Last one. And all the way back down. Let's hug the right hand or the left hand to the chest. Stretch out that hip. And then we'll switch sides. Left ankle on the ball. Right leg in a nice tabletop. So with that ball wobbling side to side, it makes it a little bit more challenging. So inhale, nod to the chest. Exhale, teaser up, reach for the ankle. And roll it down. And inhale, nod to the chest. Exhale, teaser up, reach for the ankle. And roll it down. I think I did 6 on the other side, so we'll go for 6. If you know different, then you do how many I did. And 3 more. Using that exhale, controlling that roll, and that was kind of ugly. I might borrow that one. 2.
Oh boy.
Last one. And then hug the right knee into the chest. Okay, we're going to keep the left ankle on the ball. Arms come on by our side. Let's take the right toes to the ceiling. Let's make leg circles with that right leg. So hands closer to us is more challenging. Wider is nicer. You find that place where your hands are comfortable. We're going to come across the midline of the body, down and around, and back up. And across the midline of the body with an inhale. Exhale, back up. Think about keeping these hips stable. So we're not making this circle so big that either hip is lifting. We're really focused on keeping the ball stable. 2 more in this direction. Last one. And then let's reverse. Open to the side, down and around. Cross the midline as we come up. Open to the side, down and around. Cross the midline as we come up. And let's do 3 more in this direction, getting movement through that hip. And 2. Last one. And then bring that ankle back to the ball. Let's switch sides. Oh, I like that leg gets heavy. Take the left leg to the ceiling, toes to the ceiling, nice and long. Keep the hips level. We're going to come across the midline of the body, down and around. And across the midline of the body, down and around. And we're going to do 3 more in this direction. And last one. And then let's reverse. Open to the side, down and around. You can kind of feel that ball wants to wobble a little bit. So you really want to focus on keeping that ball stable. Core is active. Let's do 2 more in this direction. 1 more. And then bring that ankle back to the ball. Okay, we're going to bend our knees. Get that ball closer to us, just the right heel's on the ball. As promised, let's get some more booty work. Arms are long, heels pressing into the ball, and we're going to go into our bridging. Scoop the abs, tuck our pelvis, peel the hips up. Inhale at the top, exhale, roll it down. Let's do 2 more like that. So a little more work through that left glute as we peel it, because that's where the support is. Also that right glute's working to try to keep the ball stable. And the hamstring and calf is really working. And let's peel the hips up this time, hold them up, keep the hips high and level, extend the leg of the ball, and pull it back, and roll the ball away, and pull it back. And 2 more. Last one. Hold it there. Now we're going to hinge at the hips, tap the booty, and right back up. Tap the booty, and right back up. And 2 more. Last one. Now, as we lift, we're going to extend that leg. As we lower, pull the leg back. Lift and extend and pull it back. And 2 more. Last one, pull the ball back, set the hips down, hug the knees, and out the lower back. And then let's bring the left heel to the ball. Right foot on the mat. Arms along by our side. Use the triceps for support. So the triceps should be active. You should feel those arms working. We're going to scoop the abs, peel the hips up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. 2 more just like that. Peel the hips up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it down. 1 more. Peel it up. Inhale there. Exhale, roll it down. Now we're going to peel the hips up, hold them up. Keep the hips high. Press the ball away and pull it back. Press away and pull it back. You should really feel that right side booty working. One more. Hold it there. Now hinge at the hips. Tap the tailbone right back up. Tap the tailbone right back up. And two more. Last one, lift and hold. Extend the left leg. Now as we hinge, pull the leg in and extend. So we're putting those last two pieces together. Pull it in and extend. Two more. Last one. And set it down. Hug the knees. Rock side to side. Round out the low back. We're going to take all 10 toes to the ceiling, lift the head and chest, point and flex the toes. We should have felt some hamstring up in there. And point and flex. And point and flex. And one more time. And then hug those knees tight. Roll it up a bit to seated. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position. Forgot to turn my watch off sleep, so I had no idea what time it was. We could do this all day, but I'll keep watching it. I see it. So, okay. So, we're going to take this ball, we're kneeling, 4-point kneeling position, and put the ball behind the right knee. So, hands under shoulders, knees around your hips. Think strong through those shoulders. We're going to hover the right knee up, flex the right foot, really squeeze the ball. And we're going to hinge at the hip, take heel to the ceiling, and right back down. Heel to the ceiling, and right back down. We want to focus on keeping the weight even in both hands. We're trying not to fall over to that left side. And 3. Neck is long, gaze just forward of our fingertips. 2. Belly button pulling up and in. Last one, hold it and squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that right hip a little if you need to. And then pulse up, up, up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee down. Okay, readjust if you need to here. That right knee is going to hover. We're going to open to the side and close. And open to the side and close. And we've got 4, 3. Don't forget about the core. Really pull the belly button in. It's almost like we're in a plank. Everything should be working. And 2. Last one, hold it open. Keep the foot flexed. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze. Draw little circles with that knee. Little circle and circle. And 3, 2, 1. And reverse. And we should feel this work in the supporting side as well. So that left hip and glute is working too. Shoulders are working. And 3, 2, 1. And set the knee down. Take the ball out. Stretch back into a child's pose. Okay. All right, come on up. Put that ball under the side body. And we're going to round over our ball. So right under the side body, between the bottom rib and the hip. Bottom arm extends long. Top arm extends long. Bottom leg is tucked under. All we're going to do is lift the top leg and lower. And have those toes pointed, really reach the leg away. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. And 3, 2, 1. Now as we lift the leg, tap the arm to the thigh. And right back over. So getting some movement through the shoulder. And tap. And 3, 2, 1. Now as we tap and lift the leg, we're going to lift the chest. And lower. And lift. And lower. And 4. Think about that crunch through the side body. 3, 2, 1. And stretch it over. And keep the ball where it is. Just come up onto the forearm. So ball stays where it is. We're on the forearm. Top leg at hip height. Think strong through the shoulder. We don't want to start to sag into the shoulder. And we're going to do little lifts and lowers. Flex the foot. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. I feel like I haven't done these in a while, but I know I just did them last week. So, and 2, 1. Hold it there. Bend the knee into tabletop and press it out. And bend it in and press it out. Top hand can be on our hip on the floor,
We just want to make sure that we're staying nice and stacked. We're not letting that top shoulder roll forward or back. And 2. The last one, hold it there. We're going to sweep the toes forward and back. So really focus on this stability through the body. I know if I go a little bit too far forward or back, I can see my shoulder rocking. So think slowing it down a little bit. And that creates more work there anyway. It makes it more fun. And 2 more. Last one. Hold it there. Draw little circles with the heel. And circle. And circle. And 3, 2, 1. And reverse for 6. Are we still strong through the shoulder? And 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it in. Pound it out. I don't know about you guys, but that really hurt today.
That burned.
That burn? Okay, it's not just me. We're going to come up into our mermaid position. Bottom leg tucked under, top leg out to the side. Try to keep the hips level. Hand is on the ball. We're going to press it out, stretch up and over. So this stretch should feel nice, not just through the side body, but even down into that hip. And then exhale back up. Inhale there, exhale up and over, lengthening through the side body. And rolling it back up, really pressing down into that ball. 2 more. Last one, press it out, hold it, rotate, bring both hands to the ball, and then open. Let's do it again. Rotate and open. One more time. Rotate, open, and we'll bring it all the way back in and counter stretch. Then we'll sit tall. Let's do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to start with the 4-point kneeling. And this time the ball is behind the left knee. Okay. So 4-point kneeling, I'll face the other way. Ball behind the left knee. Hands under shoulders, knees are under hips. Think strong through the core, pulling the belly button in. We hover the knee. Check in with the weight still even in our hands. We don't let that hip lift. And we're going to hinge at the hip, bring the heel to the ceiling, right back down. Think about keeping that foot flexed. Neck is long, gaze just forward to the fingertips. And we've got 4. Beautiful. 3, 2. Last one, hold that heel to the ceiling. Drop the left hip a little if you need to. And then squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze. Pulse the heel to ceiling. Pulse, pulse. Think about that lift coming from the glute. And 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back down. Readjust if you need to here. Cover that knee, and we open to the side and close. Try to keep the foot flexed. Open and close. This is where we really want to fall into the right side, and we're going to try not to. And 2 more. Last one. Now open the knee, hold it, squeeze the ball. Squeeze, squeeze. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And in little circles with that knee. And circle, and circle. And 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles. We should feel this work in the supporting hip as well. And 3, 2, 1. All the way down. Take the ball out. Sit back into a child's pose. Reaching the arms along the ball. We're going to lay on our side. Ball under the side body. And we're going to round over this ball. Bottom arm extended. Bottom leg tucked under. Top arm extended. Top leg extended. Point the toes and now just lift the leg and lower. And lift and lower. Belly button pulling in. And 3, 2, 1. And now take that arm over, tap the thigh. And tap. And tap. And 3, 2, 1. Now lift the chest as we tap. And lower. And lift. And lower. And 4, 3. Feel that crunch through the side body. 2, 1. And stretch it over. Let's come onto the forearm. Strong through the shoulder.
Foot is flexed, leg comes up to hip height, and little lift and lower. And lift and lower. So we're lifting a little bit higher here now. A little more work now that we're up on our form. And 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Bend the knee into tabletop. Press it out. And bend. And remember, let that heel come forward. So we don't want to do this kicking ourselves in the glute thing. And 4. Belly button still pulling in. Strong to the shoulder. Side body lifted. 2, 1. Now point the toes. Sweep the leg forward. Flex it back. Point, sweep forward, and flex it back. Really try to keep the shoulders from rocking. Maybe slowing it down a little bit. And 3, 2. Last one. Bring that foot back to center. Keep it flexed. Little circles and circle. Remember, smile when it burns. It makes it better. 2, 1. Reverse for 6, 5, 4, 3. Wow, it's like fire. 2, 1. Bend it in. There we go. Let's come into that mermaid position. Bottom leg tucked under, top leg out to the side. Hand on the ball. Let's do those mermaids, those sidovers. And press the ball away as we stretch. And then inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, reach up and over. Think about that lengthening, not just the rounding over. And back in. Exhale, up and over. And bring it back in one more time. Exhale, up and over. Hold it there. Rotate, tap the ball. Rotate, open. Rotate, tap the ball. Rotate, open. One more time. Tap the ball. Open. Come all the way back in. Counter stretch. And then we'll sit tall. Okay, we're going to go ahead and roll over onto our tummy. We're going to place this ball just under our sacrum. So right under that breastbone. Hands are wide just in front of our shoulders. Toes on the mat, thighs on the mat, belly button pulling up and in. And we're going to round over the ball and then lift. Use the hands for support. And round over the ball and lift. Now, if this ball doesn't work for you, you can always do this without the ball. That's fine. You can just lower to the mat and lift. And 2 more. Last one. And then relax down. So now we're going to do the same thing again, but as we lift, we let the arms lift with us. So we round over the ball and then we lift. Nice little coast arms go. And round over the ball and lift. And 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. Extend the arms. Hold them back and lower. Lift and hold. Extend the arms. Hold them back and lower. Let's do 2 more like that. Lift and hold. Extend back and lower. One more time. Lift. Extend back and lower. Let's press up onto all fours. Stretch back into the child's pose. And we're going to come back into that prone position. So laying on our tummy. Ball is in front of us, arms are out long. Hands stacked on that ball, or they can be next to each other, whatever's comfortable. Shoulders out of the ears. This time, lift those legs. Thighs are light. Lifting up the mat. Legs squeezing tight together is more challenging. Hip width apart is nicer. Belly button pulling in. We're going to inhale, lift through that chest, through the mid-thoracic spine as we pull the ball toward us. Lower as we press away. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Only lifting as high as we don't feel this in our low back. Lift and lower. One more time. Lift and lower. Now we're going to lift and hold it. So hold it about halfway and then flutter kick the legs. And kick. And kick. Neck is long. Gaze forward. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest it down. So again, let's press it up into a child's pose. Stretching through the low back. Okay, now we're going to grab that ball
and put it between our ankles. So ball between the ankles. Then we're gonna lay all the way down again. So we're again in this prone position, elbows wide. We're gonna rest the forehead on the hands, on the backs of the hands. So bend the knees and then externally rotate. So knees are about as wide as the mat, and we have a nice tight squeeze on this ball. Let the forehead rest. I'm just gonna lift my head because that way you can hear me. And then we're gonna lift the thighs and lower. Think about this lift coming from the glutes, belly button pulling in. Lift those thighs and lower. Maintain that squeeze on the ball. Let's do 3 more. Lift and lower. 2, lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Okay, we're gonna add on. So really pull the belly button in. If you feel this in your low back, then go ahead and stop. You don't want to do this if it's bothering your low back. Okay, squeeze the ball tight, lift the thighs, hold it, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the ball, and then lower. And lift, hold it, squeeze, 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 and lower. So we should feel that work through the glutes. Let's do 3 more. Lift, squeeze, 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 lower. 2 more. Lift, squeeze, 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 lower. 1 more time. Lift, squeeze, 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 and lower. And let's extend those legs. Extend the arms for a moment, just stretch out. We'll press back into a 4-point kneeling position. Keep the ball between the ankles. Give yourself a couple of cat cows. Exhale, spine to the ceiling. Inhale, belly button to the mat. Exhale, spine to the ceiling. Inhale, belly button to the mat. 1 more time, spine to the ceiling. Belly button to the mat. And find a neutral spine. Wag the tail like a happy puppy. Okay, keep that ball between the ankles. And we're gonna lift the knees and find our plank. So slight tuck of the pelvis, nice long line here. Shoulder blades pulling away from each other. Now all we're gonna do is rock forward onto our toes, back onto the heels. Forward onto our toes, back into the heels. So we're lifting and lowering those heels. Getting movement through the shoulders. Neck is long, gaze just forward of our fingertips. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set the knees down, stretch it back. Okay, this time, I want us to let the top of the right foot, or I'm gonna do my left foot so you can see, top of the left foot, rest on top of that ball. Now you can be on your hands. If this is starting to bother your wrist, you can be on your forearms. It's really up to you. Now step back with that right foot, the foot without the ball, and then step back with the foot with the ball. So we've got that foot resting on the ball. Hold that nice long plank. Now we're gonna pull the knee in and press it out. So we're rolling the ball forward and back. Maintain that tuck of the pelvis, nice long line. Think shoulder blades pulling apart. And we've got 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set the knees down, stretch it back. Round out the wrist if you need to. Again, if this is starting to get risky, go to the forearms. Or just if you prefer the forearms, go down to the forearms. Nice too. Right. So let's put the ball under the right foot now. Right toes. Step back with the left foot, find that plank, and then with the right. Make sure the hips are level. Roll the ball in and press it out. Roll it in and press it out. Shoulder blades pulling away from each other. Neck is long. Nice long line in this plank. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And set the knees down. Stretch it back. Let's walk the hands to the right side of the mat. Stretch through the left side of the body. Walk to the left side of the mat. Stretch through the right side of the body. Come back to center. You can set that ball to the side. Let's touch the hands and knees, curl the toes under. Hike the hips to the ceiling. Let the head hang heavy between the shoulder blades. Find that up stretch from that down dog. And then we'll bend one knee, press the other heel back, and switch. And switch. And switch. 2 more to each side. 1 more. Come back to center, soften the knees if you need to. Walk the hands back to the toes. Let everything hang heavy at the bottom of the wall. Head hangs heavy, arms hang heavy. While we're there, maybe gently nod the head yes. Gently shake the head no. Maybe grab opposite elbows, sway side to side like a tree in the breeze. Come back to center. Take a big inhale there. Soften the knees, scoop the abs, use the exhale, slowly roll it up. Restacking the spine one piece at a time. Heads last to come up when it does. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down again. Keep them there forever and ever and always. Hold one hand up. Give yourself a high five for working hard.